So we officially know the name of the second Mario movie, being the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Now, I am, for one, very excited about this. I know a lot of people seem to be a little thrown off why they quote-unquote jumped to Galaxy. I just don't understand that, mindset, considering the fact that, these movies are loosely based on the games. They take some of the ideas, compile them together, and make their own story out of them. So who cares if they jump to Galaxy? Something else I'll say is that Galaxy has way less characters than something like Super Mario Bros. 2 or even Super Mario Bros. 3, where it has all the Koopalings, and same with Super Mario World. So they could literally save that stuff for the next movie, because if they want to add 7 brand new characters, that might be something you do in movie 3 or 4. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, with Galaxy, there's only Bowser Jr. and Rosalina that they could probably add as new unique characters. I'm sure they'll add some other, original ones as well. But the potential that a Mario Galaxy movie has is so crazy. Do they pull from random events from the first and second game, random boss characters? Is it the same general story in a way where, Bowser's at the center of the galaxy and he's just trying to, create his own empire in the galaxy? But there's some little clues and stuff that we get in the letters itself. In between the G and the A, you can see one of Bowser's airships, which is pretty cool. I can't quite remember, but I don't think the airships were that prominent when it came to the first movie. So yeah, seeing them in space and stuff is so Galaxy. You can see a planet that looks very similar to Beach Bowl or something. There seems to be tons of waterfalls and high cliff sides. There's one planetoid shaped like a giant question block, which is a direct reference to Gusty Garden from Super Mario Galaxy 1. And perhaps the most interesting part to me is this UFO. Now, they could just have their own little extra alien character that they want to add for the sake of this movie, but wouldn't it make a lot of sense if they reference something? Now, we know at the very beginning of Super Mario Galaxy, Bowser actually has the help of a giant UFO for some reason. It is actually what helps lift Peach's castle out of the ground. I still think this opening is one of the coolest in any Mario game ever. The swirling clouds, the starry space sky above, and then this giant UFO and Bowser's airships carrying Peach's castle into space was so cool. And then, of course, Mario chasing after. I would love to see this kind of replicated within the movie. Almost one-to-one, honestly. I think it would look so cool in movie form. Some people even thought that this UFO could reference maybe the Shroobs making a return for this movie, which would be my dream come true. Partners in Time is one of my favorite Mario games, and I think it's one of the greatest stories of all the games. I really love the story that they told with the time travel and then these aliens from a distant planet. So I really don't necessarily want them to be the main characters, if that makes sense, somebody that's a main focus in the story, but maybe just a little Easter egg or tease, we see a saucer or something every now and then. And then maybe it can eventually lead to a movie about the Shroobs invading Mushroom Kingdom, maybe time travel, bringing in Baby Mario and Baby Luigi they kind of teased in the first movie. Stuff like that would be really, really cool to see. I think the RPG games alone hold some really cool stories that they could pull from. Of course, we will be seeing Rosalina in this movie. Now, what does she look like? Who is she going to be voiced by? What's the story going to be about her? Who knows? Are they going to kind of tell her story as well? I could see them actually even opening the movie maybe with a flashback of her as a child and kind of what happened to her. Maybe just a little, first 10 minutes is just a story of her and the Luma and their journey that she tells from her storybook, of her leaving home and the spaceship and stuff and being lonely and just watching the Lumas and raising the Lumas and stuff. That would be such a cool little opening story, just to give us a quick background reminder, or, just a story beat for people that really don't know who Rosalina is and her story. I think that'd be a cool little opening. Another idea that I've seen some people throw in is, what if there was a portion of the movie that kind of referenced Super Mario Sunshine to some capacity? Once again, this could be a whole another movie in and of itself, of a different island, a different kingdom, essentially. So yeah, I think that'd be really cool just to have its own separate movie eventually. But still, wouldn't it be cool if there was some references, they all go to Isle Delfino for a vacation after the events of the first movie, and that's how the beginning of the movie starts off. I mean, it would make sense if that's how they introduce Bowser Jr. as well, and then they all go to space or something like that. But yeah, maybe Bowser Jr. comes to rescue his dad or something like that. Something else we have is there's been some leaked images of some Old Spice soap for the movie that actually came out before this was revealed, to kind of tease it already. But we get a look at what potentially could be our new look at Yoshi holding an egg. Obviously, he was teased at the end of the first movie. Makes sense because he had a major role in Mario Galaxy 2. So maybe they just throw them in here for Galaxy 1. You can even see a launch star at the bottom has like a little scent intensity, whatever that means, I guess, super strong scent. Luigi's on the right one, but what's interesting about that one is in the background, it's Toast Arena compared to Yoshi's, which is just Brooklyn. But yeah, it's called Desert Detour with a Toast Arena in the background. So yeah, this kingdom was actually teased in like a super small scene in the first movie. Why is it here in a Mario Galaxy movie? I have absolutely no clue. I wasn't able to find it, but there was this leaked concept art for the second movie that showed Mario and Luigi with giant drapes over them going through like a Sahara desert looking area. A lot of people thought that the movie was going to take place in like Rosalina or something based on the way it looked as they were going to like this little market in the desert. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's like some side stories and some stuff going on in the Mushroom Kingdom before they head off and go into space. But yeah, I don't know what in the world they could be doing in Toast Arena, and to have a Toast Arena in the movie was just very interesting to me for a Mario Galaxy movie of all things. But between Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, there are so many galaxies, so many enemy characters, so many NPC characters that are native to some of these planets and galaxies. You even have like the honeybees and the honey queen from the Honey Hive Galaxy. You have the Whittles from Mario Galaxy 2, which are the little tree creatures. You even have the Gyrmos, the penguins, the Lumas themselves. I mean, there's a lot of creatures in Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2. I think it's another big reason for why they're bringing both of these games back for next month. Clearly, you know, Galaxy movie, Galaxy games, but I think there's a reasoning why they wanted them out to kind of let people play them real quick and get familiar with some of the characters, the enemies, the worlds and stuff, because I do feel like they're going to be pulling a lot from the stuff, because this isn't just like the Mario Brothers movie again. This is pulling from a specific Mario game now. This is called the Mario Galaxy movie, so there has to be tons and tons of Galaxy references. So I hope we see Lubba. Yeah, bring Lubba in here. But I also hope there's just more at stake in this movie, I guess. And with Galaxy, there was. I mean, Bowser was trying to take over the galaxy. You know what I mean? He had his own, like, reactor and stuff. And, like, yeah, he was kind of a big deal. Literally, he grows giant in that movie. And for some reason, we haven't seen that yet. Not even with the first game. Like, that's normally Bowser's thing, is growing huge. So, yeah, that's something that's probably definitely going to happen with the movie. And, of course, it wouldn't be a Mario Galaxy movie if they didn't make us tear up at the end with the Luma scene. I mean, like, they got to have something like this, right? It would only make so much sense. Like, they return back home, Mario has to say goodbye to the Luma. It's like that sad music playing, and the Luma has to go away and reset the galaxy and stuff. So, like, yeah, that would give everyone chills and tears throughout the theater. Like, that'd be just a perfect way to end the movie. But yeah, I'm actually very, very excited for this movie, and I think there's a lot of directions that they can go in. I'm very curious to see how Bowser Jr. acts and, like, who plays him and stuff, because I'm definitely expecting Bowser Jr. to be here. I mean, he has a prominent role in both Galaxy 1 and 2 as well. So yeah, I'm hoping he's here, and maybe there's some surprise characters that we're not expecting. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. What do you want to see from the Mario Galaxy movie? Is there any characters or specific galaxies or scenes from the games that you want to be pulled over? Just let me know down below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out, and I hope you all have a blessed day. See you guys.